On the other hand, we have no such devotion for the Lord, although we have executed all these processes. Text 45. Indeed, infatuated as we are with our household affairs, we have deviated completely from the real aim of our life. But now just see how the Lord, through the words of these simple cowherd boys, has reminded us of the ultimate destination of all true transcendentalists. Text 46. Otherwise, why would the Supreme Controller, whose every desire is already fulfilled and who is the master of liberation and all the other transcendental benedictions, enact this pretense with us, who are always to be controlled by him? Text 47. Hoping for the touch of his lotus feet, the goddess of fortune perpetually worships him alone, leaving aside all others and renouncing her pride and fickleness. That he begs is certainly astonishing to everyone. Text 48 to 49. All the aspects of sacrifice, the auspicious place and time, the various items of paraphernalia, the Vedic hymns, the prescribed rituals, the priest and sacrificial fires, the demigods and the patron of the sacrifice, the sacrificial offering, and the pious results obtained, all as simply manifestations of his opulences. Yet, even though we had heard that Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, the Lord of all mystic controllers, had taken birth in the Yadu dynasty, we are so foolish that we could not recognize Sri Krishna to be none other than him. Text 50. Let us offer our obeisances unto Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His intelligence is never bewildered, whereas we, confused by his power of illusion, are simply wandering about the paths of fruitive activities. Work. Text 51. We were bewildered by Lord Krishna's illusory potency and thus could not understand his influence as the original personality of Godhead. Now we hope he will kindly forgive our offense. Text 52. Thus, reflecting on the sin they had committed by neglecting Lord Krishna, they became very eager to see him, but being afraid of King Kamsa, they did not dare go to Braj. Thus end the purport of humble servants of His Device Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to the 10th Canto, 23rd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Brahmana's Wives Blessed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Achyuta Prabhuji, for reading the translation. And thank you, Mataji and Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity that I can share my 2 cents on my understanding of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are in 10th Canto, 23rd chapter. This chapter is called as the Brahmana's Wives Blessed. We started this chapter on Friday and we are going to end it today. It is a very sweet chapter of interaction between the Brahmana wives and Krishna actually. So here Krishna had come to give his blessings, his mercy actually to Brahmana's wife because he knew very well that these women are amazing devotees and they should be given mercy, and this is why he created all this Leela. In the beginning of the chapter, he sent his friends to the Brahmanas saying that Krishna and Balaram are really, really hungry. We need some food for them. So could you please give us some food? Well, the Brahmanas did not pay heed to them because obviously they are super elevated personalities and they did not find it apt to talk to little kids. And they were still busy, engrossed doing their job. Then the Brahmana's wives in the background, they realized that Krishna and Balaram are looking for food. Out of full excitement, they gathered all 4 kind of foods for Krishna and rushed to Krishna, gave him all the food so that they could make Krishna satisfied. So here we have to understand this food that they have gathered, four kind of different beautiful food. It is not for them to eat. It is for Krishna to eat. And when Krishna eats, they will be really happy and satisfied. So they go and they present it, and they also offer themselves that Krishna, please take us too. Like, what is our point of continuing this body when you are away from us? And then Krishna tells them, well, I really love and adore your respect towards me and your attachment towards me. But you being Brahmana Patnis, you have to fulfill your duties also. As Brahmana Patnis, you have to help them in their endeavors. You should be returning back. Here we understand how important it is for us to follow our Varnashram system with Krishna consciousness. Time and again, Krishna teaches that to us. And then we come on this part where the Brahmana Patnis have returned and have narrated like what an amazing experience they had. And the Brahmanas realized that what a blunder they created. They had such a golden opportunity in our hand, like we have in Kali Yuga. Just chant Harinam and go back to Krishna. Just like that, they had such a golden opportunity to associate with Krishna, and they completely ignored it in their ignorance. So from they have already been upset since last two verses, and we are starting from verse number 40 today. And they said, "To hell with the threefold birth." So they're saying that what is the point of having this threefold birth? So threefold birth is one birth that you get from the mother's womb, first birth. Second birth is that you get for Brahman initiation. And the third birth would be the initiation for being eligible to do yajna sacrifices. Hmm. So these are the threefold he is talking about. So it means those brahmanas have really worked hard to achieve this level. So they say, what is the point of achieving this level? What is the point of being practicing celibacy and learning the Vedas so intensely? What is the point of doing this aristocratic sacrifices and doing all amazing things that a Brahmana would do? Because at the end of the day, when Krishna was here, we did not recognize. When our end goal was right in front of us, we were not paying attention to it. So, like I might have as well not studied anything. So this is why they're getting very upset. And then they're saying that this Lord's Maya, as in Maya Devi, Lord's Maya only. So Lord's Maya has really bewildered us. Right? After having so much gyan, understanding everything, ete chamsha kala pumsha krishnastu, Bhagavan Swayam, understanding that, still we are not able to surrender ourselves to Krishna. What amazing ignorance Maya Jal, Maya Devi has created. So, to understand verse number 42 and 43, 44, we'll try to go together because it's kind of interlinked. So, here they're talking about the women. They're saying, look at these women. These women do not have the permission to read the Shastra. They are not even doing any initiations. They're not even doing any yagya. They're just helping us in that. But they are not performing it. They are not supposed to do any Brahmanical duties. Yeah, they are not supposed to do all of these things so that they can be the most purest person. They're not doing any of these things. Still, they are the purest of personalities. Why? Because they realized who Krishna is. And at right time, they were able to serve Krishna when needed. It is very important for us to execute service for building up that attachment. And there they're saying women are the generally considered as low born, right? Because and why is it so? Why is women considered low born? Not because she is intelligently low, her intelligence quotient is low, not that, because she is very emotional personality. She will always be attached to her husband, her kids, her parents, doing service for them. She has that emotional quotient very high. We see Draupadi Maharani also, her emotional quotient was also very high, even though her kids were killed by Ashwathama. When Arjuna and Shri Krishna bought Ashwadhama that we are going to cut his head right now and give it to you. She said, don't do it. Because creepy, no? his mother, she will also feel the same kind of pain that I'm already going through. So right now, she was not talking on intelligent quotients, on intelligence basis. She was talking as per her emotional attachment basis. So this is why generally women are considered to be low. Not that they are low. And how do we know not that they are low when I say that? Because once Prabhupada was asked by a Mataji, Prabhupada's disciple, that they used to say, Prabhu, everybody is saying here that only men go to Goloka. Women do not get an opportunity to go to Goloka. So will I not be able to go to Goloka? And then Prabhupada said that if you think that you are a woman, maybe you will not go to Goloka. But if you believe that you are a soul who is Krishnera Nityadas, then you will definitely go to Goloka. So we do not have any bodily bindings about the fact of going to Goloka or not. Anybody can do bhakti. The only thing that you need is attachment to Krishna. And that attachment to Krishna can be built by executing services towards him. So similar aspect we also learn in verse number 3.9 of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna himself over here is saying that whatever you do, we just read this last night only, this verse. It's like whatever you do it for me. And when you do it for me, you are having no bondage from this material world. You're in a absolute perfect position. You'll be muktaji when you do everything for me. And here the Matajis, the Brahman Patnis, they were able to do it really very nicely. Unfortunately, the Brahmanas were not able to execute that. Here we'll move on to verse number 45, and here it is said that the Brahmanas are saying, now only the Brahmanas are going to remorse all the way till 52. They're saying that we are actually deviated by the household affairs. It's not these Matajis. These wives of their, they were so detached that they were ready to give themselves to Krishna right then and there without thinking. Right? This is complete detachment. They think that actually we have too much attachment to this material paraphernalias in our life. And this is why we are deviated in our life from our real goal. So, though we are Brahmanas, we are not qualified Brahmanas to go back to Krishna. We might be materially qualified Brahmanas. And then they say in verse number 45 and 46 combined, they're saying that Krishna is so merciful. He is a reminder. In Bhagavad Gita, we see Krishna says that I give you remembrance, forgetfulness, and intelligence. So he's saying Krishna is so kind. He's a reminder for us. He sent his Gopa friends to us. And he asked us so many times to be reminded of our ultimate goal, that is Krishna. Huh? And still, we were so unfortunate that we were not getting reminded what my ultimate goal is. Where do I have to go? So whatever we are doing right now, right? This is all equal to pretense, because we are not desiring to go back to Krishna for whom we are doing this yajna. So what are we doing? We are kind of pretending to be like, oh, we are such great Brahmanas. This kind of attitude. Then in verse number 47, here they are saying, the Brahmanas are saying, look at Lakshmi Mata. Lakshmi Mata is somebody who everybody desires. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry in this world wants Lakshmi Devi. Without Narayana, though. Because why to have more work? Just have Lakshmi Ma. So she is the most desirable personality in this material world. And that personality who is the most desirable desires only for the lotus feet of Narayana. Nothing else. So at least we should learn from there. Yeah, this is how he's saying. So at least for us also, he's saying, we, instead of having the pride that I am Brahmana and I am at a very high position, we should give up that and realize what my actual position is. My actual position is not of a Brahmana. Once I leave this body, Haribol Brahmana. Then you have to go, if you go to Goloka, you have a different position. Your position is to serve. So that's what they remorse over here about. It's like we should have realized, right, that out of all these studies and practices, that I am more Krishna's dasa, nobody else's. So when Krishna's friends, as a reminder, came to me to offer him service, I should have offered him service. Even after constant remembrance, if I'm not offering the service, then what is the point of being a Brahmana? This also for us, it's a teaching, it's a learning. Krishna gives us constant remembrance, constant reminders of what we have to do. How do we get that? We get that in our sadhu sangha. Every Sunday we meet, and there are so many bhakti vrikshas through shastra, to through our amazing gurus. They keep reminding us what our real position is. But still, somehow, after once we are hearing the lecture, we are very motivated. Ah, what amazing! And then we forget. Once in S.B. Keshav Maharaj's class, I was hearing one Prabhuji asked this question to Maharaj, that Maharaj, I'm actually very motivated when I'm listening to lectures. And after like 1 or 2 hours, my motivation of doing bhakti decreases because now I've got involved in material world. What should I do? This is the question. Maharaj told him, after every 2-3 hours, start listening a lecture, because you need to have constant reminders. And that also comes to us by our Guru Maharaj, constant reminders. Still we forget. Then here in verse number 48 and 49 combined, uh, the Brahmanas are saying that Krishna has all the opulence, right? This is one of his 6 gunas that we learn about. He, um, he is like, we say, no, he's most beautiful, most intelligent, most austere, just like that. He's the most opulent personality also. So when he's the most opulent personality, this time, this place, all the paraphernalias that we use in the yagya, like the ghee, the wood, the fire, everything belongs to him. Like there is nothing in this world you can pick up and say that this does not belong to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. Our bodies also are given to us by Krishna. It is on we are on rent basis in our body. So this also belongs to Krishna. And out of all these things also, he is so kind. He came to us to ask for food. I mean, if we would not give him food, would Krishna go hungry? No, he is opulent. He has our food, our 10 rupees of donation does not make much difference to Krishna. He is Atmaram. He has everything. But still, he is giving us this opportunity. Why? So that we can practice detachment. Generally, we have a lot of attachment with our money, my property, you know. But again and again, he gives us this opportunity. So, dear devotees, for us, the biggest opportunity comes every festival season. Whenever we have festivals in our temple, that is a time for us to also to practice detachment, and that can be in the form of Lakshmi, in the form of service, in the form of time, to bring that festival to life. This opportunity Krishna gives us time and again all throughout the year, but how much are we able to contribute? So here in 49 they specifically say that it is because of our ignorance, it is because of our ignorance that we are getting so many opportunities to serve the opulent Bhagwan. Still, we are not able to do that. He's saying that we all knew very well. We all knew that Krishna is going to appear in the Yadu dynasty. Even after knowing that, what amazing this Maya Devi is. That Maya Devi bewildered us so nicely that it put a curtain on our intelligence and we could not recognize the real Krishna. So who can save us? Now this Maya Devi is acting amazingly strong. Who can save us? This question to this question, the answer is only and only Krishna or Krishna Nam can save us from this Maya Devi. Otherwise, Maya Devi is doing her job perfectly. Very nice. She is one of the best devotees of Krishna. And she's taken up the services of bewildering us, right? Because she's going to let only the purest and the best devotee to go to Krishna. Not everybody can go to Krishna and disturb Krishna. This is her service. And she's doing her service impeccable level. It is us.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we move forward In verse number 50 and 51, we see that now they are offering their obeisances to Krishna. They're saying, Krishna, we are offering our obeisances to you, and hopefully, hopefully, we do not get bewildered by Maya again and again, like we got bewildered today. Please, please, Krishna, forgive our offenses. So here, my Prabhuji yesterday told me one very beautiful line, which I wrote down. I wanted to share. What we do not deserve is mercy. There are many times we just ask for forgiveness from Krishna after doing a lot of blunders, and Krishna forgives us. That is His mercy, because actually we don't deserve it, but still He gives us. That is love. That is mercy. So here they asked again for, was like, forgive us for all the offenses that we have been creating. And then in the last verse, Hari Bol, this last verse, when I read it, I was like, Hari Bol, still we are in the same circle. Here, after reflecting on their sins, that they had neglected Krishna, now they are very, very eager to see Krishna. Now they know where Krishna is. They know he's in Vrindavan. But still they could not go there. Why? Because they were scared of Kamsa. This was amazing. So they feared for their own safety. They were still worried about their own safety. Why? Because in it says, because they were not able to still develop complete faith in Krishna. There was something little bit still left. The Matajis were not scared of going to Krishna. Why would they be scared of Kamsa when Krishna is there? Rakhe Krishna mare kon, mare Krishna rakhe kon. This attitude is there in a bhakta. But here there has to be a still more work done on the consciousness of these Brahmanas over here. So they did not go visit Krishna because they were scared of Kamsa. So we end this chapter over here, and I pause my voice over here. Thank you so much for giving your time early in the morning for hearing Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. Dhanvatana.
Hare Krishna. So well said.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, dear. Say so well.